Hello everyone, William with Alliance Concrete Pumps. On today's Tech Tip Tuesday, we're going to review the filter machine and when to filter, how to change your filters, and how the operation of the filter cart works. So this is an optional feature on the Alliance pump, is to get a filter cart and filter cart hookups. As you can see here, I'm mounted on the side of the pump. We have the in and out port. This actually doesn't matter, these in and out ports. They have little dust caps that keep them on here. What I recommend when you're going to go filter your oil, we recommend to do that when you're doing a major service like an engine oil service or any other truck maintenance where your truck is going to be down, not operating. It's a great time to plug in this machine. So if you're going to do that every in an hour interval or a monthly interval, we would recommend once a month or once every engine oil service to run your filter machine on your hydraulic tank. So you hook this machine up here, but before you hook it up, you'll see these quick couplers here. What I recommend doing is just taking a screwdriver or some sort of tool, and you can push in these plungers here. I won't do it now, but allow the condensed water, if there is any, to drain out of these ports instead of going into your filter machine right away. Drain out both, then you're not pushing the clean oil with potential water in front of it back into your tank, causing your filter to plug later on. So drain both sides, usually half a cup is fine. So that's the first step that I do. Then you can drain your pressurized tank and then drain off these two ports, I should say. Once the pressure is drained off, hook up your quick couplers, and then the next step that we need to do is we need to prime the machine. So if it's the first time using the machine, what I do is I leave the outlet. The pump is actually labeled here. It shows in and out here. So your out hose, I leave that opened up into a bucket of oil so I can completely purge these filters of air. So I hook the one coupler from this hose, the in hose, which comes from the pump. So it's drawing oil into here. Put that into a 5-gallon bucket, turn the pump on. Also open this little valve here. So that'll take and won't have any restriction on it, and put this into a bucket and turn it on until you start seeing unaerated oil coming through this hose, or the bucket has unaerated oil in it. Turn your machine off, then put your quick coupler back onto here, and then turn on the unit, let this purge one more time, and shut the valve, and then you're good to go filtering. One thing we also need to note is there's filter minders on both these filters. So what you'll see is there's a green, yellow, and a red zone. What I do is on a brand new set of filters, I always check them. If they're brand new and your gauge is in the red, it doesn't mean that filter is actually plugged. It does mean though that you have maybe cold hydraulic oil or thick hydraulic oil, so the filter is showing restriction on there. So I just note the pressure here. So it shows 0 to 20 psi is you're in the green. So if you turn it on and you say your pressure's at 40, somewhere in the red, you'll know that, hey, if I go about 20% higher than 40, so if I get up to 60 pounds, then this filter could be getting clogged at that point. So just take a mental note of that when you're starting up your machine for the first time, or each time when you disconnect your filter and then reconnect to start filtering again. The filters that we have here, this is a 10 micron water separator. So this will filter your oil to 10 microns as well as pull all the water contaminants out of it. The secondary filter here is a 6 micron. So that's going to bring your micron count down quite a bit. So this one will take longer to clog than this one, but this is a secondary filter that's good for keeping your oil clean. One last thing I will add is the filter machine does come with a stake here. So this goes in the oil drum if you're pulling oil from a 55-gallon drum or some 5-gallon bucket, so you can pump your oil into your machine. So what I recommend doing is whenever you're adding oil is always to use the filter machine, because that's going to clean any contaminants out of your oil that could have got in the barrel or could have got in the bucket. One thing I also recommend is when you are storing this, make sure that this is all clean. There's no dirt or any particles on the bottom here, because that's going to pull right in your filter and clog your filter right away. Another note on the filter machine is this filter machine does not replace changing your hydraulic filters to our recommended filter interval, as well as changing your hydraulic oil. So your hydraulic oil, we recommend with good maintenance practices, changing your filters every requested interval. We also recommend taking an oil sample at 1,000 pump hours, or draining your oil and refilling it with fresh oil at about 1,000 pump hours. One note on the draining the condensed water, what I find is you can visually see the water to oil if you do have it in a clear cup or a bucket that's clear. It all depends on how much water you want to, how much oil you drain off. It all depends on the amount of water that's in there. So say you have quite a bit of water in there, and you want to drain a little bit off. So you start with a little bit, let it settle in the bucket, maybe grab another bucket or use the same bucket and drain a little bit more off, and just watch that. You will see the clear water or murky water and hydraulic oil will differentiate. Water is heavier than oil, so it sinks, and that all depends on how much water is in the system, is how much oil and water you need to drain off. If you have any questions about that, please let us know.